Good morning. Welcome back to the Hillbilly RV channel. Today we got a good one. Working on this really nice coach over here, which me and Cameron don't get to do very often. This one here is having trouble with the battery disconnect. Gentleman has no power up in the coach. First thing, Cameron's going to take the lead on this. What should we do first, Cam?
See, I'm not super experienced with battery disconnects. That's my excuse.
He's not.
So I'm going to learn as we go.
I am going to just coach him as we go. First thing we're going to do is we're going to go inside and verify the problem. We're going to make sure that there is actually no power in the coach. So let's go do that real quick. This is our 12 volt disconnect. So I am assuming I hear no clicky. Okay.
Hey, Kenny, I called Tiffen and asked him real quick where that disconnect at.
Well, if we need to, we will. I've got their number too. They're pretty good. Yep. They're pretty good to work with. All right. Let's see here. Let's try. Yeah. Okay. So we have no 12 volt in the coach. All right. Let's go over here to the batteries and start doing some checking. All right. So here's our coach batteries. Cameron's going to get down there on the knee board. He's going to get his meter out, set it on the DC scale, and we're going to start checking power. Because if you don't have power in the batteries, then your disconnect won't work. And what I think's funny is it's got a manual disconnect out here. So does it actually have a manual and an electrical disconnect? Just find a battery, find a ground post, put your ground on that. Get the clips out. Yeah, the alligator clips, or the crocodile clips, or whatever.
Guess it depends on where you're from as to what you call them.
Yes, something like that. Oh, okay. Right down there at the bottom, bud, says house battery negative.
Right there.
Just clip it on there. That ought to be a good ground. Just check right there. That's a positive. Get 18.6. Nope,
that's one.
1.8. Stupid auto ranging meter. Okay, so our batteries are dead. Check both sides of that manual disconnect. Make sure that you have the same voltage on both sides. And you do. Now, can you reach in there to that fuse just to the right, that Gigundo fuse, where it says battery fuse? There you go. Reach in both ends of that and see if you got the same voltage. Yep, there's 1.8 on that one. 1.8 on that. Okay, so that big old, those are what, like 300 or 400 amp fuses, 200 amp fuses. It's good. The manual disconnect is okay. Now we need to find the electrical disconnect. Oh, let's go. What does that bottom one say right there? It says something ignition.
Ignition solenoid.
Okay. All right. So unless it's up in there, our battery disconnect is not here. I don't know how well it'll show up on camera, but those batteries are really swelled up. That one is anyway. The one behind it's not. So we may have some battery issues too once we get this figured out. Because what's going on is the electrical battery disconnect won't work if the batteries are dead. So what we're probably going to have to do is find that, bypass that for a little while, let these batteries charge if they will take a charge, and then we can probably switcheroo it back out. The gentleman has a trip planned here in the next couple days, so we just need to, like I say, if we have to, we'll just bypass that disconnect he's got a manual disconnect over here he can use if he really wants to. So we got to find where they hid the electrical battery disconnect at. And we can't even push the button and listen for the big bonk, bonk, that big click when it goes together and opens, because it ain't working. There ain't enough voltage to run it. So let's find out. We'll be right back. Slight change of plans. Rather than look for that disconnect just to find out it would work fine if it had some power. Since 2 of these batteries are pretty swelled up, and that usually means they're not much good, gentleman's gonna go get 4 batteries. We may or may not finish this today, but we're gonna put new batteries in it, and that will probably fix our disconnect problem, because then the disconnect will have power to operate itself. So we'll be back when we have more news. So not much of a video yet, huh, Cam?
Not much yet.
You know, sometimes that's how it goes though, folks. Y'all hang on. We might be back. All right, well, we have another little change of plan. I have taken a picture of these batteries, and I've also drawn a diagram. We're going to take these batteries out. The gentleman's going to take them with him for course.
Kenny, they're about 10 3/4.
Yeah, that's good.
Alright.
So it's
Alright,
on.
I'm gonna hit the road.
Well, you want these batteries?
Yeah, I'm gonna back over, I'm gonna get them.
Okay. So, he's going to take these batteries with him for a tour. He's going to go get some batteries, and we're going to replace these. So, we're going to get these batteries out real quick because he wants to get on the road. We'll be back. Just before the gentleman left to go get batteries, I think we got the rest of the story. This is a brand new storage facility here. And this storage here where he has his motorhome has electricity. And apparently maybe during some upgrades or whatever, there was no power here for about 2 weeks. The gentleman's batteries went dead. Then he came over here and tried to reconnect them, and the disconnect don't work. That's kind of silly. You know, that the batteries are dead, but you can't charge them with the converter on the RV because they're dead, because the disconnect won't reconnect. So it's kind of silly, but it's the way they've always been. Don't ask him why, but he's going to get batteries. We'll install new batteries. Probably all be good then. All right, well, there's our new batteries. And Cameron's going to start wiring them bad boys. He can just lay the jumper wires and stuff on there for right now. So
I'll tell you one
from
thing.
negative to negative.
Cameron's a good business to go into because there ain't nobody around here.
Positive.
Well, he
And he's got good teachers, so you'll be fine.
he talks like he might want to take over or buy my business and let me retire, but who knows? So we're just going to use our diagram there. I like doing stuff old school. So just by going by the diagram, we can get all of our terminals, get all of our jumper cables and stuff, put where they belong. Those jumper cables are just barely long enough. Gonna have to go beside that. Well, that would be a shame. All right. Here, hold this one. Yep. There we go. Had to straighten that one out a little bit. Just like this one here. Straighten it out. All here's all of our jumpers. So our positive and negative come into the coach
Positive.
here and here.
Yep.
So let me have the negative one. I need that rag. We should put that in my pocket. So that one goes there. This one goes here. Well, we know we got power now. This is a the battery temperature monitor or battery monitor. I don't know exactly what it's monitoring for. The
I ain't never had to get going.
the Xantrex converter. Well, I'm gonna let Cameron get all them nuts on there. I'm gonna go get some anti-corrosion stuff to spray on there. He's getting the last of the nuts on there. And then he's gonna very carefully tighten all them up without touching anything else in the process. Because if he does, you're gonna see him melt a wrench and it's gonna scare the poo out of him. So let's stand back where we can see all that action. What was that, Cameron?
I didn't say nothing.
Just watch the end of, other end of that wrench now.
Yep, I'm keeping her up.
Just to double check ourselves before we turn that disconnect on, send power into the coach. Cameron is going to check from the positive to the negative going in the coach and just make sure that we have 12 volt and not 24. Never hurts to double check. I mean, we used our diagram. I took a picture too, just in case.
Yep,
12 4. All right, we're golden. You can go ahead and turn that manual disconnect on.
Which way is that?
That one. Up the other way.
Just back
The other way. There you go. All right, now let's go see if the electrical one works. And before Cameron leaves over here, he's going to put some anti-corrosion stuff on all those terminals to keep them from corroding. Oh well, I believe the steps come out, so that's a positive.
And it's all lit up like it's supposed to.
Awesome. All right, well, as you can see, we have lights. Our display's lit up here. Now, if we're really brave, we're gonna do this. And it disconnected. And it reconnected. So everything in the battery disconnect was fine. It was just the batteries are dead. And when the batteries are dead,
Nothing works.
nothing works. I'm gonna plug you back in to make sure it don't kick your breaker.
Well, thank y'all for watching this really complicated repair. And why don't y'all go down below, do something really complicated for us, and hit that like and subscribe button, and leave us a comment, concern, criticism, or
An hallucination, maybe.
and then come back and watch the next one. Y'all have a good day.
That was a good transition he made, wasn't it? Well, we're all done. He's gonna slide them bad boy right back in the hole. Watch your cables, make sure nothing gets tangled up. Yeah, bring him back there. They were using a high-tech retention system for these batteries, so we just put it back like we found it, and just watch those battery cables. There you go. All right. See you on the next one, folks.